Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this channel. Hope you're doing good. Meet Zamani Lichani, the founder and CEO of Akani Retirement Fund Administrators, which is South Africa's first 100% Black-owned retirement fund. Lichani started this company in 2001, and today the company's assets are valued at 28 billion. Akani Retirement Fund Administrators is the administrator of the MEPF, and the MEPF is the Municipal Employees Pension Fund, which was established in July 1970. And the primary objective of this fund is to service the retirement needs of the previously disadvantaged employees within local government. Now, the reason we're talking about them today is because in 2024, News 24 wrote an article about Zamani Lichani and said that he bought a piece of land for 1.1 million and then sold it to MEPF, which he manages on behalf of the municipal workers, for 333 million. Get that. He bought the piece of land for 1.1 million and sold it to MEPF for 333 million rands. Now, the article reads as follows. In 2010, Zamani Ernest Ephraim Lichani paid 1.1 million to buy a 1.5 hectare property at Bredel Agriculture Holdings near OR International Airport. Almost 8 years later, Lichani, through his company Akani Properties, sold the property to the Municipal Employees Pension Fund for a staggering 333 million, according to a rates clearance form from the Ekurhuleni municipality. Lichani owns Akani Retirement Fund Administrators, whose only significant business is the administrator of the MEPF. By law, the administrator handles all the administration functions and funds on behalf of the pension fund. Publicly available documentation from the deeds office and at least 5 acquaintances who include Lichani's former business partners and former employees of Akani seem to indicate Lichani Akani group companies traded for their own benefit at the expense of their most important client, the MEPF. The fund ostensibly invests the pension fund of more than 30,000 people employed by some 117 municipalities across the country. However, the MEPF appears to be a lucrative enrichment vehicle for Lichani. His dealings reveal apparent lack of corporate governance and conflict of interest in which the interests of the MEPF are compromised for his commercial benefit. Now, in a turn of events that has caught many by surprise, the Municipal Employee Pension Fund, better known as MEPF, has come out in defense of Akani Retirement Fund administrators. This comes at a time when questions and concerns have been mounting around how pension funds are being managed across the country. The MEPF's leadership insists that Akani has acted within the framework of the law and continues to uphold its responsibility to protect the retirement savings of workers. According to their statement, Akani remains a trusted administrator that has delivered consistent service for its members. This public defense not only aims to reassure employees but to also counter speculation about irregularities within the pension sector. By aligning itself with Akani, the MEPF signals confidence in their practice and rejects any suggestions of wrongdoing. This defense raises an important debate. Is the MEPF standing in solidarity to protect the broader pension fund industry, or does this spark fresh concerns about transparency and accountability? For many employees whose future rests on these funds, trust remains at the center of the conversation. Now, according to News 24, after Lichani acquired the piece of agriculture land with a small farmhouse on it, he moved his family in. For about 5 years, the property was a family home in which his mother and a few other relatives also lived after they moved from Tembisa. In the 8 years since Lichani first acquired the property, there were other transactions whose sole purpose appears to have been to extract some financial benefits for himself. 5 years after the acquisition in 2015, Lichani sold the property to himself in Akani Properties for 1.9 million. He is the sole shareholder and director of the company. 3 years later, he again sold the property seemingly to himself for 2.65 million. This was a small residential house on a piece of agricultural land surrounded by similar properties in Gauteng's farmland in Ekurhuleni. Finally, in September 2018, he found a buyer with the deepest pocket he could find, the MEPF, which paid 333 million for a piece of land. On this piece of land now stands the Radisson Hotel and Convention Center, OR Tambo. The 333 million sale to the MEPF came 3 months after Lijani had tried to obtain a 234 million construction mortgage facility from the IDC, which the development funder cancelled weeks after approving it. The 333 million sale to the MEPF came after the IDC withdrew the 23 May 2018 construction loan agreement for 180 million plus an additional 54 million facility it had entered into with Akani Properties. The loan facility was approved for the construction of a hotel on the property, then called Destiny Hotel. Now, a group of disgruntled members of the pension fund took matters into their own hands by seeking legal representation from Doe attorneys to challenge both the administrators and the fund itself. The pension fund members claim that their concerns have long been ignored. According to their legal representatives and Doe attorneys, their grievances include lack of transparency, questionable decision-making, and handling of the retirement contributions. Now, in response to the allegations, the ongoing court battle, and what the MEPF called organized roadshows, circulated communications, and petitions, the MEPF has released a statement, and it reads as follows. We are aware that Mr. Phumuzo Ndo, attorneys and certain associates have organized roadshows and circulated communications, including a petition, in which they have made various serious allegations against MEPF and its fund administrator, Akani Retirement Fund administrators, and the chairman of Akani. These allegations, which have been presented as facts, are entirely false, defamatory, and unsubstantiated. The statements made by Mr. Ndo and those working with him include accusations that the MEPF, its administrator and chairman, are criminal, corrupt, or have engaged in fraudulent or improper conduct. We wish to assure you that these allegations have no basis in fact. On the 11th June 2025, the MEPF and Akani approached the High Court of South Africa, Gauteng Division, and successfully secured an urgent interdict against Mr. Ndo. The court order prohibits Mr. Ndo from making, publishing, encouraging, or facilitating the publication of any such negative or defamatory statements regarding the MEPF and its administrator. This includes any statement alleging criminality, corruption, misappropriation of funds, or similar misconduct. Furthermore, the court has ordered Mr. Ndo and his associates to withdraw their petition and to publish on their social media accounts that the court order has been granted and that the relief sought by MEPF and Akani has been secured pending the final determination of a trial, which the MEPF and its trustees will launch in due course. The High Court has agreed with MEPF and Akani that the statements made by Mr. Ndo were unapproved, unlawful, defamatory, and false. The statements made by Mr. Ndo and his associates are sensationalistic and dramatic. The board is deeply concerned that these communications are misleading you, members of the MEPF, into believing that such allegations are factual. We wish to stress that these statements are not grounded in fact and do not reflect the truth. It is important to know that Mr. Ndo is making these statements and circulating this misinformation in an attempt to secure work from the MEPF and its members on the basis of these false claims. We urge all members to be cautious and not to accept any statements made by Mr. Ndo and his associates as fact. The latest High Court order vindicates the position of the MEPF, its administrator, and its board of trustees. Should you have any questions or require further clarification, please contact the MEPF's authorized officials and administrator. Issued by the Board of Trustees, Municipal Employees Pension Fund, and there's a court order attached. Ndoa Tennis released a notice on their Facebook page which reads something like, if they say we're sorry, then we're sorry. Shocked to be sorry again. Please tell us your thoughts down in the comment section. Is this VBS 2.0 or is the MEPF's defense of Akani a show of confidence, or does it leave more questions than answers? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.